The emotional impact of video game NPCs on players. Video games have evolved significantly over the past few decades, transforming from simple pixelated adventures into complex, immersive experiences that rival the storytelling capabilities of films and novels. A key component of this evolution is the non-player character, NPC, a character controlled by the game rather than the player. While often serving as background elements or quest givers, NPCs can evoke a surprising range of emotions from players, including sympathy and compassion. Players frequently discuss which NPCs they felt most sorry for, highlighting the power of video game narratives to create emotional connections with virtual characters. This essay explores why certain NPCs evoke such strong feelings, examining examples from popular games like Skyrim, Red Dead Redemption 2, Cyberpunk 2077, Mass Effect, and Dark Souls, and discussing the themes and mechanics that contribute to these emotional responses. One of the reasons NPCs can have such an emotional impact on players is the depth of their stories and the circumstances they face. In many games, NPCs are designed to experience tragic fates or endure mistreatment, eliciting sympathy from players who witness their struggles. For example, in Skyrim, a man is about to be executed at the game's start, creating an immediate sense of injustice and helplessness. This early encounter sets the tone for the player's journey and serves as a poignant reminder of the harsh realities within the game's world. Similarly, in Cyberpunk 2077, the character Jackie is a beloved companion who meets a tragic end, leaving players to grapple with the loss of a close ally. These characters are not merely digital avatars, they are crafted with backstories, personalities, and motivations that make them feel real, making their suffering and demise more impactful. The emotional resonance of these NPCs is further amplified by the game's design, which often places players in situations where they are forced to confront the harsh realities of the game world. In Red Dead Redemption 2, for instance, the game is set in a brutal, unforgiving version of the American Wild West, where NPCs often struggle against the oppressive forces of lawlessness and violence. Characters like Sadie Adler and John Marston face numerous hardships, and their struggles mirror the broader themes of survival and redemption that permeate the game's narrative. The player's interactions with these characters are not just passive experiences, they are active engagements that require empathy and moral decision-making, deepening the emotional connection between the player and the NPCs. Another critical factor contributing to the emotional impact of NPCs is the game's ability to blur the line between reality and fiction, creating a sense of immersion that draws players into the story. In the Mass Effect series, for example, players form deep bonds with their crew members, who are more than just NPCs, they are friends, allies, and confidants. The game allows players to make choices that directly affect the fates of these characters, often leading to heart-wrenching decisions that leave a lasting impact. The narrative complexity of Mass Effect, combined with its rich character development, creates a scenario where the loss or suffering of an NPC feels personal, as if the player has lost a real companion. Additionally, games like Dark Souls and Minecraft illustrate how game mechanics and storytelling can evoke emotional responses in different ways. In Dark Souls, the bleak and unforgiving world design, combined with the minimalistic storytelling, creates an atmosphere of despair and isolation. Players often encounter NPCs who have given up hope or met tragic ends, reinforcing the game's themes of perseverance and existential struggle. Conversely, Minecraft uses its simple, blocky aesthetic and open-world gameplay to create a different kind of emotional experience. While the game is often light-hearted, players sometimes form attachments to the villagers within their worlds, especially when these NPCs are threatened or harmed by the game's dangers. The emotional response here is less about complex narratives and more about the player's sense of responsibility and care for the virtual inhabitants of their created world. The diversity of responses to these NPCs, ranging from serious reflections on emotional story moments to humorous reactions to the absurdities of game mechanics, showcases the versatility of video games as a medium for storytelling. Players often share their experiences and interpretations of NPCs on online platforms, discussing how certain characters impacted them or how they navigated challenging moral decisions. These discussions reveal how video games, through carefully crafted narratives and character design, can evoke deep emotional responses and foster empathy, even toward characters that exist solely in a digital realm. In conclusion, the emotional impact of NPCs in video games is a testament to the medium's power to tell compelling stories and create meaningful connections between players and characters. Whether through tragic narratives, immersive gameplay, or complex moral choices, NPCs can evoke a range of emotions that mirror the depth and complexity of real human interactions. As video games continue to evolve, the potential for NPCs to resonate with players emotionally will only grow, further cementing their place as vital components of the gaming experience.